I have a few things and they're all weird and quirky, but a kind of more mainstream thing is I really love stand-up comedy. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Who are your favorite comedians?
Oh, my comedians tend to be very old school people who I have followed for many
Yeah.
years. Like Jake Johansson, he's one of my favorites. Dana Gould. Now, these
Okay.
are all people who are, approximately my age because they're
Yeah.
I've been
So
following them
they
forever.
don't, do they have Netflix specials?
I
Where
don't
do
believe
you hear them?
I don't think either of them. They both have podcasts. Every
Okay.
comedian now has a
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. I feel like, okay. Oh, here you're a comedian now. Here's your podcast.
I know.
What's your favorite thing to do outside of work?
Chasing those $150 hamburgers, I think that we talked about. So I tell people that a male adult is usually could be guilty of as many as 4 sins. And I'm talking about things now. So there's car guys, there's boat guys, there's RV guys, and there's airplane guys. So I'm an airplane and a car guy. You don't want to have all 4 sins at once, because if you do, you're really, really in trouble. And so although I love big boats and I love RVs, it's like I've abstained from those because I'm all about cars and airplanes. So
Better view on the airplane.
I love going to comedy shows.
Oh,
Yeah, I love comedy shows. I got a funny story that I'm happy to share
sure.
about what happens when you don't plan for the journey and how that can delay you getting to your arrival. So I was going to Reno to see Chris Rock.
Okay.
And we all know between Sacramento and Reno, there's the Sierra Nevadas, and this was last January. And the show was excellent. Love Chris Rock, great show. I decided, you know what, I can go home the next day. It's not a problem. I didn't check the weather, Ryan.
Oh.
I got up there on 80 and had to pull off on the side of the road and get snow chains. It was a whole thing simply because I didn't check the weather. So, what normally was a 2-hour drive turned into 8 hours, and me driving through this horrible blizzard conditions, which I had never driven before. So, that taught me a lesson. Always check the conditions, one. And make sure you plan for the journey, because you can avoid expensive rework later on. Because I had to pay like $200 for those chains.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna say always plan and then always make sure you have extra change with you.
That too. Now I keep them in my car when I go up that way.
What is your favorite thing to do outside of work?
I am a proud Wolverine and
Yes.
a rabid college football fan. I spend far too much time paying attention to this stuff as an adult male, but I love it. And I'm super excited that the Wolverines are in the playoff again, and that we crushed the Buckeyes again.
Ohio, yep. See, it's really good that you are a University of Michigan fan, not Michigan State. I got that mixed up. I'm not a football guy, and we went to a football game, and my dad and my wife were being like, "All right, remember, this is University of Michigan, not Michigan State." I kept mixing them up, and it's a sin. Sorry about it. I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
But
no,
I did learn that
I grew up a
Ohio
Michigan State fan. My mom went to Michigan State. My grandmother went to Michigan State, but I got smart and went to Michigan, as did my sister. And
well, congratulations on making it to the Fiesta Bowl. Your favorite thing to do when you're not working?
I love to cook, but I also love making reservations. And so I love them both pretty equally, actually. And so trying new restaurants, there's something about a great little restaurant with fantastic ambiance and a wine list and small plates. I'm happy.